Hey there, I am JB and we are here with some more of this fantastic game called Cities Skylines 2. The last time we have been renovating the whole industry area and we have been making some future planning on how to expand it. For this episode I would like to focus a little bit onto the specialized industry, and of course here and there we're going to add in some upgrades. Now before I wanted to do this intro, I actually seen like a little problem popping up. But it also seems like it has been solved already. Basically when I went with my camera over here to get like a nice view, there was a whole row of cars right down here, and I guess that is because it was rush hour. But I'm going to need to keep an eye on it, because if it's not rush hour and there will be a lot of cars here, it's going to be very troublesome when it becomes a rush hour. Makes a lot of sense, right? But we just have to see how and what. A lot of, this can be a choking point in the end, but we also have an extra road down here, so maybe somehow, some way we can maybe make this into a one lane and then have this like an exit. Could be. Oh snap, and it already starts with a tornado. I didn't get a warning for it. That's because I don't have a warning system for it. But I'm going to think about it in the future, because the last time it popped up here, it went this way, it destroyed our poop building. This time it spawns out here, and I was planning on to have a city part right down here in the future. I'm going to need to keep that in mind. I see now I do have 8 points, and placing this thing right now is not really going to be an idea, but like I've been saying, future stuff. And or we're going to need to keep an eye out on forest fires, so I guess at some point we're going to need this anyway. A bigger fire station. Do I need to unlock it? Will we have an early disaster weather system? I guess this will take care that people go to the shelters earlier rather than when it's happening. I have 4 more points. I need to do something here, so let me just unlock this one. This down here, I guess I could place it down at the moment a fire happens already, so it's not like I want to unnecessarily spend money, which right now it seems like the money is almost even out. The thing here is, what we want to have slowly but surely is this one onto 0 and then make some plus money. Right, this guy seems to be gentle for today, and it will stay over there, which is very, very nice. About the specialized industry, there is also one other thing quickly to show you, is when I click on here, paying rent. This is not what I wanted to see. I guess maybe like that. Like, I would swear at some point I actually seen a piece of text popping up, which was basically explaining about the money that people will spend. So a little bit on rent, a little bit onto transportation, could be a car or public transportation, and that kind of deal. It was explaining somewhere, probably enough it was while I was not recording. If I see it, or if you guys know where I could find it, then just let me know in the comment section. It's going to be a very important little thing. Alright, enough about that. The one thing that we can already do to increase our money is to take a look at the production that I can place down. So right now we do need a little bit more of these weeds and a little bit of cotton. Now the nicest thing, we already have a connection for going that way, right? And we have a lot of this. Now if I'm going to take a little look at it, which I can grab one of these specialized industry, it makes sense that we can place at least 2 of these guys here, which I'm not going to do, because I think having the fading away area is also very important. So if I would place this in the middle, I'm wasting a little bit here, a little bit there. So I think what the best thing to do here is share up the space, have 2 cotton farms and have 1 wheat farm in the middle, just like that. There's a little bit, but I cannot do everything. I do have an idea what else I could be doing in order to make things look a little bit nice, like maybe have some chicken farms on both sides to just fill in the blank. Guys, so now I got 2 even roads, because there will be like a road going this way for the mines anyway. I'm just going to remove this and then just see what I can do to even things out. And then 800 that way and also 800 that way, because for the future I'm going to need to have more of this stuff, since it's yeah, the fertile ground is now outside of reach. And now I can decide what am I going to do until where. I don't want to have the outside circle touching that. I want to have it in there. Alright, then we have our first cotton farm. And like I said, I wanted to do something with this, with the chicken farm, so I can always expand it that way and then that way and have the middle filled in. It's okay. It is all going to be fine. So now that we have a couple of these, let me just check out the chicken stuff, and then I would like to connect up the road. Alright, and so we also have this worked out, which is very nice. And there is enough expansion left, I guess, for 1, 2, and then 1 here at the side is 3. Add in another chicken farm to make it look nice. I don't want to unpause it yet. I want to fix a road. Now I have a 2-laner right down here, which goes into both directions, which is way more handy than having 2 of these needing to go all over the place. Now the only trick that I'm going to need to figure out right now is how to aim this out in the middle, right? Because this Galden's line is not going to help me anytime soon. But what I basically did in City Skylines 1, which I might need to have this guy for that, is just use one of these roads, and then it kinda already wants to aim it out. This is still not perfect, but at least I have like a little Galden's line. I could just lay this out here. It's a little bit past the line there. Slash is, please eyeballs. I think this is it. At least for most of it. Then I'm going to fix this up until the middle of the circle, or well, the circle hits the middle of the other road on the opposite side. Then I'm going to use a larger one like that. Then I would like to use roundabout and this. Perfect, almost, but we can do that. I think this is lovely. Which now in this case I wanted to say we can play it, but I actually cannot do that because the highway doesn't have power line stuff connection to it. We're going to need to do something ourselves. Now the only thing that I have not yet correctly understand is the thing about the power. Like, I can understand if I need to lead the power all the way down here, there might be a bottleneck, or it's not enough, or the distance too long. And I think transform high voltage current coming from a power plant to a low voltage. I think what I need to do here is just use this guy right down there for an example, and then connect this big boy up to whatever, right? And don't mind to have this power line like that. Is that a thing? Gonna find out. Oh yeah, and of course the poopy and the pee-pee situation. And connect it up like that. Yes, I could corner it and whatnot, but I'm not in the mood for that. Yeah, so this should also be solved, right? Right, there we go. Alright, so now we got a couple of extra farming going on in this area, which if I look at my money, yeah, it's going down. That is good. Perfect. The grain is coming back up, which was very much needed. Cotton is doing its job. So later on, if need, we can add more grain. Okay, so now that is fixed, we also would like to have a different type of industry right down here, which is going to be coal mining and ore mining. This guy, I believe it should also be that, right? Because this is all we have available on the map. So I'm going to guess the ore is also this. I'm going to share the stuff up. Now we are making use of coal industry in this case, and this is something that I sometimes forget, is that you can also plop buildings down and then just make a road. But I guess in a case of farmlands, you would like to start with a road that looks at least a little bit nice. And we're going to do a little bit of landscaping because this looks not okay. And landscaping into the mountains is okay, I guess. And the one thing I absolutely do not want to do is press on unpause it right now, or else things are going to look very ugly. So in this case, I'm going to fix the road starting out here. Just going to build it out straight, and I'm going to need to see at least where does things end. That it is right around here. And then what I would like to do is just grab this tool and make use of this, right? And I now forgot where I need to end. Let's try that again, and I'm going to need to keep an eye out. So it is right down here. I'm just going to put my finger down there. Something like this. Okay, now I can just use this tool, and it's a shame it doesn't really explain, but you can do this either way, or right click here, start here, right? Or right click here and start here and go down. That's I believe how this tool works. Okay, so now we got that fixed up. We can just create a little bit of a nice road going downhill. Thank you for saving. I appreciate that. No, I'm not being sarcastic. Let's fix this until here, and then let's fix this until there, and then decide, okay, right around here we are going to need to fix this. And yes, the roading, but you know, out here it doesn't matter if it looks nice or not nice. Out here it is no one's land. Right, beautiful. Now we could just do anything else after I aimed out my terraining, because that will give me a better view on what I am doing here. So this guy, let's grab this guy, let's just place it here, that one out there, etc.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Right, beautiful, perfect. So now I hope there will be some big machines popping up. And did I actually... Okay, I did do the correct one. Ooh, I was afraid I broke the stone one. There we go, look at you. Oh, another one. Can we have a third one? Can I be like special? Bit by bit, because this road here is not correct. And here it will start being troublesome, which, you know, I at least understand why it does that. Okay, since this is like a main road, let's roundabout this up and see if I can give these folks, they have their home back. That's also very good. And yeah, like I wanted to say, can I just, I can, well, I turn this guy off, very handy. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect. Alright, now let's see if this is a... Yeah, it's sort of a main road, and now I'm looking at this. I'm not sure if roundabouts, that's a shame, but I wanted to say I'm not sure if roundabouts are good everywhere. I start to doubt it if it's good everywhere, because someone else has been saying a roundabout can only handle until it's efficient until a certain amount of vehicle, then it becomes inefficient, something like that. I think this is a... Yeah, that's a smaller one. I shouldn't take gigantic ones. Ones are fine. But yeah, am I going to just dump these guys everywhere, like even here or there? Which is not even possible. But I'll guess once two of these main roads come together, it's gonna be super handy. Or yeah, definitely when another road attached to it. Here it's fine. Here it's like main roads come together. Main roads come together. And it's outside of the city for now, which is future expansion. Alright, I just want to take a little look. We have this school, right? We don't have this school just yet. And I was thinking maybe it might be a good idea to start implementing this larger school somewhere, which is going to cost me some space. It's not not just for this guy, but for what will come next. So this guy can go right down there, but this guy, ooh, look at this ginormous Magnus. But it's also fine to have it out here actually, and I'm just trying to think, what can I do here, what would be nice, and I'm just trying to place my finger out there and then see. Yeah, okay, so this is just future expanding, okay? This is not something that I would like to do right now. I actually would like to have some well, we have some down here actually, but parking lots for visitors. So I'm going to see, like, I think the smaller ones would be the best because they're not taking up like a ginormous amount of space. Plus I might be able to add in a building or two between in. Perfect. Okay, that's going to fit in nicely in the future. And then we have like a nice little corner down here, which definitely would like to use. There we go. Wonderful. Yeah, that's nice. You just drive here, have a nice view on the lake. Alright, let's start filling in the blank a little bit. And I guess let's just start out on these guys and then right down here. Like, why is there a why is there a little gap in there? Like, huh? What? Why? Like, you know, there are so many things about this game that I just don't understand. And meanwhile, you know, I just love the whole concept of this game. I really do love the whole concept. Oh, and we ran out of power. The power is not unlimited in this case. Yeah, we're out and we don't want to import any of that stuff. So in this case, what I'm going to do, this is not very handy of me. I'm going to do, well, let's just place it out here then. I'm going to need to add in another power thing. We are over budget. I'm going to take our power station cannot produce enough electricity plus the demand, which I find a little strange, because then I would say, oh, let's import, right? Why isn't it automatically importing stuff? I don't know. I just been saying there are things in this game I just don't understand. Oh yes, okay. Yeah, it's producing, it is trading, so that is fine. Now I'm thinking about it, we had this specialized building which gives us plus 2% industrial efficiency city-wide, plus 2% export profit, which is very good. Gonna get some double stuff onto this. And I think why it's getting dark all of a sudden is because it's going to snow maybe sooner or later. Safe going out at night, but oh, look. Oh, it's snowing. Oh man, look at this. Finally, we have a snow season. Play it, calm down. Yes, look at it. Okay, you know, this game also on, you know, the snow part can use a little bit of this and that, because in Cities Skylines 1 you had this, what is it called, Snowball DLC, and the whole roads were getting filled up with snow and they needed to use snowplow trucks, if that's what it's called. I'm enjoying, you know, there are enough moments in this game that I'm just really enjoying the things that is going on. Think about like future planning, take a look at stuff, think about what can be better, and then I just get lost into, you know, I just have a love-hate relationship with Cities Skylines in general, because there are a lot of things that go well, there are a lot of things that don't go well, and then, what can I do different, what can I not do different, or I just basically hate what I've been doing and it should be done different. Yeah, but in this case, I'm looking for a nice spot for that one big thing I have. And maybe, just maybe, I need to not place it into the industrial area, but I need to place it close to the farm area. Which in this case, I think, if I turn this off, I think this will just be fine. Like, right down there. Well, maybe not right down there. The thing is, this building, I'm just gonna pause it for a second. This building is free, so it doesn't cost me anything when I remove it. But I wanna make this first. I wanted to say, yeah, then unpause it. Let's take a little look at it. So yeah, 2 plus import, export, or whatever it said right down there. So yeah, export profit. I guess this would be a nice screenshot. And just call it. Uh-oh, did my game just get stuck because I pressed F12? Really? Oh, there we go. Yeah, then just call it Snowy Skylines. Play. Now, I also wondered, I'm not sure if people were right about that, but some people have been saying when the snow smelt, the water level rises just a little bit for the time being. Which is, I love that idea so much that slowly but surely, you know, it will lower itself again. But for a limited amount of time, having the water rise just a couple of square inches, I need to reconsider what I just said. Sand pit for the workers. There we go. Alright, busy town. It definitely is getting busy, and or we have a little bit more. Well, we have a loan limit. We got 1.6 million and we have 7 points, and we have a more expensive permit. We're getting 9 tiles, which is what I would really like to have a lot. Now, like I said, in the next episode, I really would like to expand some stuff like the city itself. I want to focus the next episode on the city. I want to focus on city services. I want to focus on and just basically get the city growing and rolling. That is what I would like to do. Now also, I'm not going to do it for right now, but I am going to unlock something that I wanted to do for a little bit, which I'm going to be a development, and that is the recycle center. Because the recycle center is going to need to give us a little bit profit, so there we go. That is one. Now, is there anything else that we really need? Ooh, intersections. I really wanted to have that too. And then I have one more point left, which I'm going to save up. There is not really anything right now that I'm like jumping for. Schooling, no. Yeah, we need this maybe. So I'm going to, yep, have some more points for that. But that is something later on. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with trains, trams, subways. I got taxis, I got buses. Yeah, gonna be a lot of fun. Alright, so this recycle center on. That's a pretty big boy, but this is the guy that I would like to have somewhere in here, along with the other facility building. So we're also going to make this look nice. Oh, look at this gang of children right down here. Oh, creepy. I don't want to mess with these guys. They look creepy. They look out of place. She looks hungry though. Oh, I should not be saying that.